Nashville, Tennessee. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Alabama's head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Keelan Russell. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it back to him. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
Sprinting away, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Sells the run, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll send the back in motion. Keelan Russell. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stop right there.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down, Russell. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Cuts it upfield. It's Alexander. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Shakes off the defender. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They go play action with Russell. Moving to his left. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught. Back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Russell. Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Jenkins. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Had to force that one.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's changing the play. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Russell on play action. Oh, pressure's coming. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
Punt is on its way. Looks it in. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick give. It's Alexander. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Carter. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Throwing Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Smashes through the tackle. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. They're all over it. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keelan Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Moves the pocket. It's Russell. Completes it in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Alabama sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. 2nd and long here. Russell. And they can't make the connection. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Adams. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Carter. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. A long way to go for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Again, it's Russell. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Lowers those pads. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the tight head coach running back onto the field. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll test the right side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rides to the back. They were all over it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He fires one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, it's Carter. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Adams. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Long way to go on second down. Looking outside, it's Alexander. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The snap sets up to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hand it to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Running to the left. Got an alley. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jenkins. Finds a crease at the 20. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Makes a catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keelan Russell. A little release to the back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They want want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Tide will have to call their first timeout, and that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the 2-point try. Again, it's Russell. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Right side, it's Spence. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2nd and long here. To throw, it's Carter. That's caught. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. At long last, a red zone opportunity, their first of the game here in the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. In the red area, it's Alexander. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires. The give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so
Find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Austin Mack unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Meadows. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 1st down here for the offense. Straight ahead, it's Riley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Hard running there. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Mack. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give him the football, and hope is still alive. Looking downfield, it's Carter. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. With the clock running, this should be the final play.